From the North Country's news station, 7 News Tonight starts now.
As you can tell just by looking at the street here, there's no blacktop on it just yet, but we reached out to Sackett's Harbor Mayor Vince Battista. He says the streets will be repaved starting next week, marking the finishing touches on the Main Street project.
7 News reporter Michael Loffredo was in the town of Lyme tonight. Michael, what do they need right now? Michael, what are these students saying?
All the students that we spoke with Thursday night say that they will accept whatever decision the school board comes up with. That decision, according to school board members, will be given to students on Friday.
7 News reporter Michael Loffredo is live in our studio tonight. Michael, what is the crew doing as they wait to take off?
Well, Jeff, the pilots are simply waiting for the weather in Ottawa to clear up, but in the meantime, the blimp needs to be kept safe, and it takes a small team to get that job done. Chris, it may seem like a small memorial, but this picture right here means the world to Wilfredo Williams, who graduated high school with Trooper Davis nearly 20 years ago. Wednesday evening, sports fans across the nation tuned into the ESPY Awards on ABC. And the band providing all the in-house music took a time out that day to take this picture honoring the life of Trooper Joel Davis. And it is all because of lead singer Wilfredo Williams.
When you think of somebody like that, somebody that could just change your mood just in an instant, that was Joel.
Before Williams moved to the West Coast, he lived in the North Country. As a military kid with his father stationed on Fort Drum, he attended Indian River High School, where he met a guy who he still to this day calls his buddy, Joel Davis.
Every time you saw this guy, he didn't even have to open his mouth. You just laughed. That was Joel.
Williams and Trooper Joel Davis were teammates in part of the Indian River class of 1998. They last saw each other at the annual Indian River alumni basketball game last year.
Our relationship was mainly, it was always smiles.
This week during a rehearsal, Wilfredo got his band together on the ESPY stage at the Microsoft Theater in Los Angeles to honor what he calls a close friend with a picture, which for him tells 1,000 words.
When the news broke to me, I broke down. When you see somebody positive like that, that has an impact on so many people, just get taken from us like that, I felt it was something I needed to do.
Williams unfortunately won't be able to make the services this weekend, but he says Davis's love is lifelong lasting and stretches across the entire country.
Just seeing a motorcade of love, and all those people standing out there, and I saw some of my old classmates, and I'm just like, wow, man, just look at what this dude has done for his community.
Williams also says his thoughts and prayers are with the entire Davis family through this difficult time. Chris?
I've been involved in 11 budgets, never had gone through this.
A final budget battle inside City Council chambers Monday evening.
We ever considered using radios instead of cell phones for some of the departments?
Councilman Mark Walczyk had a lot of questions, like this one.
How many vacancies do we have currently in the city?
And this one.
I hope you would stay open to making changes that make sense to lower property taxes.
But some council members say they are questions that have simply come too late, as for the last month, lawmakers have been attending budget meetings. Walczyk has been away at Army Reserve training on Fort Polk in Louisiana.
To come to this meeting and expect us to undo all the work that we've done over the last 4 weeks, 5 weeks, no. I'm passing this budget the way it is.
Councilman Jennings echoed that sentiment, calling Walczyk's questions a waste of time. But Walczyk did have one ally in his budget battle, lawmaker Cody Horvath.
What are you trying to accomplish?
The councilman is trying to, he's apparently found some cost savings. But I think out of respect for the city taxpayer, the councilman's questions deserve to be answered.
Despite the arguing, the budget did pass narrowly by a vote of 3-2, which means the tax rate goes up 3.55%. The two voting no.
Councilmember Horvath?
No.
Councilmember Walczyk?
No.
Councilman Walczyk and Councilman Horvath.
I've got some ideas that I think could save the taxpayers of Watertown a significant amount of money.
It's my honor and my privilege to introduce a great American hero.
It was a not-so-subtle entrance for a humble man.
It's very nostalgic to be here in the North Country region.
Pittsburgh Steelers offensive lineman Alejandro Villanueva was back on Fort Drum this Monday, the base where he once served, holding a football clinic for the sons and daughters of Fort Drum soldiers.
The Sackett's Harbor and the Watertown places that I used to hang out at, still here, and so it brings a lot of memories.
Villanueva graduated from the United States Military Academy as a possible NFL draft pick. After deploying to Afghanistan several times between 2010 and 2014, he received many accolades, including a Bronze Star for valor. But his dream on the football field wasn't yet fulfilled. Villanueva set his eyes on the NFL.
You can push me off the ball? Huh?
In 2016, Villanueva was ranked as the 23rd best offensive lineman in pro football. But he says days like this are special for him as he gives back to his military roots.
I'm really excited for you guys to have this opportunity. I didn't learn to play football until I was in high school. So you guys are going to be that much far ahead of the curve in terms of your goals and dreams of making it to the NFL.
The fact that he served for our country, and now it feels like I can do something too.
I'm just very thankful. I'm very thankful that people are serving our country the way to do and setting the standard like 10th Mountain Division.
On Fort Drum, Michael Loffredo, 7 News. It's tedious work filling sandbag after sandbag and piling them onto pallets, but it needs to get done. Fire department officials expect winds up to 25 miles an hour Wednesday, and with more rain in the upcoming forecast, the extra bags will be needed to stop water from eroding property along the shore. And get this, 11,000 sandbags were used just Monday alone. The volunteers we spoke with say they are out here to just lend a hand to their neighbors as they continue to fight high water levels along the shore.
They can sit here and fill a sandbag, or they can dig, or just come on out. I mean, the more the merrier. We have a good time while we're out here. I can tell you in the last 2.5 weeks, I've met some amazing people that I didn't even know existed in this town that have just come out of nowhere just to help.
Well, you know, there's a lot of heart in this pile here right now. I'll tell you, these people are phenomenal. And if I told them they had to stay here till midnight, they'd stay here till midnight. But they're getting tired, and we got to get them a little bit of downtime.
By the end of the evening, the fire department was working with 62 volunteers who filled 3,500 bags in just 2.5 hours. A healthy number indeed, but they still need more people to get the job done. Chief Fred Jackson tells us that more help will be needed throughout the week starting at 5 p.m. and crews will be out there until 10 p.m. each day. Jeff, after being out there tonight, it can truly be defined as an all-hands-on-deck approach in the town of Lyme.
Yeah, and they certainly need the help. Michael Loffredo with that report. Michael, thanks very much.